There is a sickness infecting the very heart of civilized society. A dangerous narcotic manufactured in a dark and lawless corner of North America has already seized millions of lives in its terrible grip. Billions are now at risk. The drug is called Warcraft, or, to use the street slang favoured by its abusers, WoW.
You are not prepared!
Officially classified as a massively multiplayer online role-playing game, WoW is, astonishingly, currently legal. Freely available to anyone, even women, over the counter. After the initial hit, experts agree that physiological dependency is virtually assured. Your children could be next. A lengthy undercover investigation by Eurogamer TV into the damaging effects of WoW began here, on Oxford Street in central London on a cold January evening. Warcraft's manufacturers are preparing to release a new, more potent version of the drug into the public domain. Ominously named the Burning Crusade, it is claimed hardened users of WoW can, with the correct dosage, attain a higher state of consciousness called, chillingly, level 70. Once a player is under the influence, Burning Crusade is said to facilitate a range of unnatural acts, including the flying mount. A tip-off from a senior whistleblower revealed that top-ranking representatives from Warcraft's shadowy creator were to be present at the store launch. Known as Blizzard, the company's very name is provocatively suggestive of flurries of white powder, brutally appropriate for this brazen purveyor of digital crack. While the firm has so far evaded closer inspection by the authorities through the branding of its products as video games, the damning dossier we unveil in this programme offers conclusive evidence that Blizzard has been secretly stockpiling weapons of mass distraction. Over 8 million people worldwide are understood to be hooked on WoW. Each new dose, with a street value in the UK of around £8.99, is thought to provide a month's worth of intoxication. At the London event, EGTV managed to infiltrate the inner sanctum of Blizzard, where our hidden camera caught senior figures revealing a near-messianic self-belief in their latest creation.
It's with every Blizzard game, we put so much attention to the details, to the creativity, that really when you get to the moment that the Blizzard game is being released, you feel like, you were just involved in, bringing a child to the world.
The experience of Warcraft is one which users describe as being transported to a parallel dimension, blurring the line between fantasy and reality, where the nourishing bonds of friends and family are replaced by late-night cybersex with trolls. Burning Crusade's powerful mind-altering compound, according to its maker, leads users deeper into the murky recesses of this hallucinatory helter-skelter.
Expansion brings a new dimension to the world. It's not only ongoing entertainment, adding another entertainment experience to the game, but it's a new dimension to the game. And we're adding a lot of content between level 60 and 70 and beyond. So I think it goes both ways, casual, new gamers that are coming into the game, having more selection, and also adding new exciting entertainment opportunities for existing subscribers.
Prior to Warcraft, recreational users of other MMOs found the euphoric effects short-lived. With WoW, Blizzard's sinister alchemists have synthesized a product so powerful it consumes those who abuse it, destroying relationships, breaking apart families, and filling desktops with cheap licensed figurines. Our undercover reporter has offered a rare insight into the company's black arts.
First is our game design philosophy. Easy to play, hard to master, but making it really easy to play. So I never played an online game or a massively multiplayer online game before World of Warcraft, and when I played World of Warcraft for the first time, it was so intuitive, it was so easy to play. And what we see in a very consistent way is that once people try World of Warcraft, they stay with World of Warcraft.
The corrosive properties of WoW are the result of years of secretive experimentation by a shady group of Blizzard employees known simply as the developers. Here, one of these elusive magicians outrageously claims their actions are merely guided by the customers.
Well, the balance really is just what they want. I mean, anything that we want to put in is because we think they'll like it. And, we think the players are going to really enjoy it. And we use the forums and every other input that we get, like the feedback from in the beta and whatnot, just to help guide us.
Shockingly, such is the potency of WoW, the digital dog has even turned on its master.
Oh, I'm really excited. I mean, I'm so excited that I'm waiting for that adrenaline rush to snap me out of my jet lag here. But yeah, I think it's going to be awesome tonight. I can't wait. I cannot wait. The only thing that's kind of rough is I won't be able to play for a little bit, but I guess I can make sacrifices.
At the in-store rally, the brainwashed worshippers are at last greeted by their lord. Temporarily disconnected from their internet life support units, the crowd bay for blood.
To those who play it, it's an obsession without equal. To those who don't, it's weirdness off the scale for the socially retarded. But can 8 million junkies worldwide be wrong?
Posing as fellow addicts, we walked amongst the crowd to investigate further the hold Blizzard has over its users. Viewers of a sensitive disposition may find the following scenes disturbing.
People obviously talk about children playing games and being separate from their parents, but this is something you do as a family activity, and your daughter's involved as well, yeah?
Yeah, we all play together. She follows us around, jumping on us and throwing snowballs at us, and you can go in a group with all your characters together and kill together, and we all play at the same time. So
I've still got snowballs left over.
And you a big fan of Warcraft?
Yeah, I really like playing it.
People talk about whether games are healthy and whether people play it too much. Do you think it's fine for children to play games then for a huge amount of time? Do you think it's a good activity for families to indulge in?
well, it means we're all doing something together, and she's having fun. So what's the problem? So
coordination. There's no risk of getting knocked over if she's out in the freezing cold in the park. You haven't got to worry about the paedophiles that are around every street corner nowadays. It's great.
I thought it'd be a fun thing to do. It's a night out. It's with fellow gamers. I've got plenty of my friends behind me here, and we thought we'd have a fun night out. We're going to play this game for a while. We're going to be stuck in our houses for a while we level our characters up. So I thought, hey, let's get out and let's have fun.
And exactly how much have you guys played the original Warcraft so far, World of Warcraft?
I've been playing the game for about 9 months now. My character's at 60. It's explored most of the content that there is to see in the game, and so I'm looking forward to new instances to do, new areas to explore, and new challenges in the expansion.
Okay, guys, so are you guys a couple?
Yes, we met on the Earthen Ring server. We're about level 30 in the Arathi Highlands, and we were happy doing the same guilds. We started helping each other out, and then we kind of levelled our characters together, got to know each other in person and stuff. We met up over a year ago.
When did you first realise you were addicted to Warcraft?
Probably before I met you.
Yeah, quite possibly.
Yeah. It's when you start bunking off lessons at university when it really hits home.
And are we going to see a Warcraft wedding out of this?
Absolutely no comments.
For those faceless regulators of the industry who sanction the release of WoW and its derivatives, we say to you, this is what you have created. Having seen with our own eyes this new breed of ultra geek, we confronted Blizzard with our evidence.
You know, one of the most amazing things I think about World of Warcraft is that it's such a social experience that you can do the same quest 5 times or the same dungeon 5 times, and every time you will have a different experience. The fact that the game is alive and there are people involved in that game beyond the content that we're producing, and they're creating the story as well, makes it a unique experience every time.
Far from expressing remorse for the damage WoW has already caused, Ben Bassat actually celebrates the deviant behaviour of hardened users.
I think my favorite story is the first time that I heard that people got married because of World of Warcraft. It was a wedding in Korea, and I got a DVD from our managing director in Korea. I gave him a call. I was like, Jangwon, what's that? He said, well, 2 people got married because they met each other in World of Warcraft, and they sent us this DVD. And I felt really touched because I felt like, you know, something that we created really influenced other people's life, their real life, in a positive manner.
But Blizzard has little reason to be concerned as the authorities shamefully continue to turn a blind eye. Like the mass-murdering tobacco industry, the MMO sector can hide behind useless warnings without fear of reprisal.
I think that people need to have their limits and understanding of, you know, what's real world and what's a virtual world. And, you know, when you have adult people playing this game, and you have, you know, you expect them to understand the difference between virtual worlds and real worlds, and we're definitely emphasizing that to any users that we have.
Having witnessed the addictive effects of WoW firsthand, we needed to understand exactly how it works, which meant only one thing: going online. Under the strict supervision of medical professionals, we were administered pure doses of the drug similar to those enjoyed by regular users. Nothing could have prepared us for what we discovered. Heavily under the influence and disoriented, we stumble into a bar in this strange world and try to strike up a conversation with other users. Asgaroth, a level 11 Night Elf rogue, opens his heart to us. How long have you been using WoW, we ask. 2 years, Asgaroth confides. Does he believe he is addicted? I play almost constantly, so I think so, he says. Amazingly, Asgaroth claims to have a girlfriend back in the real world. What would he do if he had to choose between her and WoW? WoW, he replies. Worryingly, we uncover evidence of relatively new users slowly collapsing into dependency. Swift Shadow, a mere level 9 Night Elf rogue, is resigned to his fate. Yeah, definitely, he sighs when we ask if he believes he'll become addicted. And is he concerned about the impact WoW is having on his real life? Not really, Swift Shadow offers. I don't think about the real world when I play this. That addiction can strike anyone at any time is irrefutable. And as with any fashionable narcotic, celebrity users are always there, lurking in the shadows.
That the lead actor in Superman came to visit us in our office, and that was an exciting moment. We heard about other celebrities playing our game, but you know, celebrities are like any other people. If you've got a good entertainment product there, they're going to use it.
If users think WoW is something they are able to enjoy privately amongst fellow addicts, they should think again. Big Brother is always watching.
We're going to be watching the forums, we're going to be watching people play. You know, we've got logs that we look at. We're going to be playing ourselves. You know, a lot of us are spread throughout the world. You know, some people are all in a Blizzard guild. Some people, you know, like myself, are just in a guild of, you know, regular players that have no idea. And it's good to get their unbiased reaction that way. But, yeah, we're going to be getting a lot of feedback.
Independent monitoring of the situation post-launch has revealed a devastating upsurge in usage of WoW, with emergency wards reporting a record number of overdoses.
It's an addiction that affects people from all walks of life. Behind me, what appears to be an ordinary suburban house became a temple of the dark arts. We're here today to speak to a recovering orcaholic who talks for the first time about his brave battle to click the habit.
And when did you first realise that you were an addict?
Well, I was just at work when, you know, I ordered a copy of the game and I installed it and logged into Warcraft for the first time and started leveling up my priest, and you know, before I knew it I was spending 4 or 5 hours a night, you know, playing Warcraft. You know, it would be that we would have a molten core run that night. I would, you know, be at the top of the DKP table, would be going in. I really wanted, you know, my prophecy shoulders, and would be fighting, you know, Major Domo, and it would all be... Sorry, can you turn the camera off?
I realise this might be difficult for you to talk about, but can you describe what it feels like to be high on Warcraft?
Well, I mean, the feeling of when you know, get an epic drop, and you've got the right amount of DKP to bid for it. I mean, that's something to you know, really relish and remember. But it was a real buzz.
What then made you stop playing?
Well, I realised something had to change. I had pressures from outside of Warcraft, from the real world, you know, really niggling at me, and I had to get out. You know, it was getting too much, beyond a joke. I didn't know which one was my real life.
So how hard did you find it to kick the habit?
Well, you know, every time I walked past a shop window and the game would be advertised, or I'd see screenshots online, or I'd be talking to friends from the game, a little piece of me would want to go back to how I was, back inside the Warcraft world. But, you know, I kept my head down, and I'm clean. You know, I've been clean now for over a year.
And with Burning Crusade ensnaring more and more vulnerable gamers right now as we speak, would you ever go back?
No. I've made a plea with myself, you know, a firm standpoint here that I'll never go back.
Brave Clert's remarkable journey back to reality gives hope to millions of sufferers. The addiction can be beaten. But how many more lives must be lost before the government wakes up to the true extent of this problem? Until action is taken, nothing will stop Blizzard.
The list of features that we have is bigger than any 1 or 2 or 3 expansions that we're going to release. So that's the reason we made the commitment that we're going to try and release a new expansion every year. It's just that we know that there are so many features, so many stories that we want to tell, and we just don't have enough time or capacity to do that.
Until action is taken, we are all at risk.
Try it. That's the only thing I'll tell them. Until you don't try it, you don't understand how good it feels.
Meanwhile, Eurogamer TV will continue in its fight for truth and justice, which gives us the perfect excuse for just one more raid. Doctor? Doctor?